Anti-Semitism, I say anti-Goyism.
The Jewish community is extremely racist.
You have a group of people that call themselves God's people. You are a Semite supremacist.
Elon Musk has 12 kids. Why can't I have 12 kids?
He pays for them. You're arguing that I should pay for your kids.
I'm arguing that the government said.
But yeah, let's take a look at some of the bits and pieces of this video.
Places based on your videos.
You don't own this place. You don't own America.
No, you should move on. Nobody wants you here. Please move out.
Tyler, it seems like that anti-Semitism is lucrative, no?
So Pat obviously thought that we should pay for their money, so why don't you move to a different country? So
Why don't you go back to Israel? That would be my question.
I got
Keep
like,
public safety, yeah.
I would say 150 calls about you already.
What are they calling about?
People try to live a quiet life. You two gentlemen?
I think one of the other annoying aspects of Tyler Oliveira's coverage on shit like this is that it makes it much more difficult to have a normal and reasonable conversation about like ongoing fraud. You know what I mean? That's what's so fucking that's also like frustrating for someone like myself, because under normal circumstances, like you can have a real investigative report on shit that takes place in Lakewood, right? Like, and that has happened in the past, like good journalists, sometimes even like my first interaction with what's his face, who's at Forward, he's Orthodox himself, and he has Jacob Kornbluth. Thank you. My first interaction with Jacob Kornbluth was when he was, as a member of the Orthodox community in New York City, when he was basically whistleblowing on the ways in which the Orthodox Jews were getting together and violating a lot of the rules around COVID. And they almost fucking killed his ass for that. If you recall, if you were here during my COVID coverage during like 2020, 2021, there was a point where they like literally, there was a super right-wing MAGA Hasidic content creator, like a radio shock jock, that got like hundreds of Orthodox Jews in the streets to surround Jacob Kornbluth's apartment. Okay? It was crazy. It was unlike anything I've ever seen before because of his coverage. So, like, there are real instances of fraud or real instances of like, dangerous violations of like healthcare restrictions that epidemiologists have suggested. Like, this kind of shit happens. But if you look at it and you go, yeah, well, there you go. Jews are fucking violating the rules again. Or there you go. Jews are fucking frauding the government again. All of a sudden, it turns from a very real conversation that you could be having into one where it's just like, it's just pure racialized animosity.
I saw a video of you walking into 136 Hillside. They asked not to come back.
Amazing.
If you come back, it'll be a trespassing
So
charge.
you say anti-Semitism, I say anti-Goyism.
The Jewish community is extremely racist.
You have a group of people that call themselves God's people. You are a Semite supremacist.
Elon Musk has 12 kids. Why can't I have 12 kids?
He pays for them. You're arguing that I should pay for your kids.
I'm arguing that the government said.
That's our money. I pay taxes.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Should I call the cops on you? Okay, that's it.
We may be in a corrupt hellhole. So what am I being pulled over for?
We got a call. Keep your hands on the steering wheel when you do so.
This is Lakewood, New Jersey, home to one of the largest and fastest growing Orthodox Jewish communities in America, having anywhere from 6 to 10 kids per family, causing the community's rapid growth to spill into the neighboring towns of Jackson, Toms River, Brick, and Howell, causing non-Jewish residents to fear that their town will soon be turned into Little Jerusalem, just like Lakewood.
The tactics within this community, I would liken it to organized crime.
You were the vice chairman of the Israel Advisory Committee for Donald Trump in 2016. How did you get a relationship with the White House? Who in the White House?
I think I don't want to say.
Who are we messing with here right now, Chris? Is this video a mistake, man?
I'm going to be honest. The powers out here are pretty immense.
It's not about Jackson. Jackson is a test case. If it isn't squashed soon, is going to take over the entire country.
It's already a problem in all the surrounding towns. You have billionaires from Lakewood being involved, people connected to to the President of the United States.
In New Jersey, is there room for a two-state solution?
No, there's clearly not. I think it's going to be a fight.
I ride around Lakewood. There are near Lakewood, outside of Lakewood, and all these towns around Lakewood, there are housing developments.
Like one of the most common ways in which like groypers initially used to do the whole like, oh, they hate the goyim or whatever, was they would take like a blurry camera footage of like a Kahanist sitting around and being like, oh, the goy cattle, like we're gonna dominate the goy cattle, and they'd be like, this is what every Jew believes. And that's a very classic way to do racial agitprop, right? It's a very classic way to do it. You look at like an edge case or like a fucking wild supremacist demon, and then say this is how the entire fucking minority population believes. Okay, it's a classic example. I mean, they do it. This is, if you're black, you're probably very aware of how this is done. You know, if you're trans, you've seen it, you've experienced it. This is what they're doing, but now they're doing it to Jews.
I live. There are no Yidden there yet, but all these housing developments, someone who they could turn it around. We saw what happened in Lakewood itself. There are a lot of other opportunities if people want to take that jump and become a shtickle pioneer.
As the Orthodox Jewish community consolidated political power in Lakewood, taking majority control of the township committee, planning board, zoning board, and school board, financially depleting the public school system for non-Jewish kids, overwhelming local infrastructure, and turning a once quiet town into a densely populated, over-trafficked Jewish enclave prioritizing Jews over non-Jews. Before I investigate the Jewish takeover of Lakewood and of the nearby town of Jackson, I first want to visit the town where the blueprint was born, Muncie, New York.
Someone like David Badner saw the opportunity a few years ago. He bought several 50 to 100 houses in Muncie. I believe that he single-handedly, in a certain way, turned around Muncie. These are opportunities that come up every once in a while, and someone has to step up to the plate.
Miller News, thanks for meeting up on such short notice, man.
My Muncelandians, we here. We outside. Yeah.
When did you notice Muncie begin to form as a Hasidic Jewish enclave?
I would say 20 years ago, I saw the first.
You're on the cover of Teen Jacobin? I thought it was a joke. I didn't realize they are literally doing Teen Jacobin. That's crazy.
Start of it, and then every year it just started to grow exponentially.
Hey! It's me. How are you? Stop what?
They on Tyler. Yo, they on Tyler.
But the Jews here were not happy to see me after I asked how they afford 7 to 10 kids on a single income and if they were on welfare in Kiryas Joel.
How many kids do most people have out here?
17, 18.
How do they afford 17, 18 kids?
They are proud to do what the Torah says, that you need to be multiple and fruitful.
How do you afford to study the Torah, though?
God help me.
Does the American taxpayer help you, too?
Also, yes.
How do people afford to have such big families out here?
It's... I'm not gonna say anything.
Are you Tyler?
I'm Tyler.
Are you trying to do another anti-Semitism video?
How did I spread anti-Semitism? That's crazy you said that. Life circumstance, different culture. So this is their way of, like, listen, I know you're frustrated about what some of the things we focused on. Is that kind of what I'm...
Bro, this is literally like going to a fucking Mormon enclave and just being like, well, you know how all Christians are. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. You know how Christians are, getting up to their fucking Christian initiatives again.
Getting at? Sure. So give me some examples of how things were misconstrued. Yeah, what did I get that was wrong?
So it's not necessarily misconstrued. Well, it is misconstrued. There's a lot of it that's, you'll cut a lot of it cut out different words, make it sound a lot worse than it is. There's a lot of people here that are on welfare. A lot of people are in Section 8. A lot of people that are on a bunch of different WIC, food stamps, stuff like that.
Sure.
If you go to any low-income communities, you're going to see that. They're all going to be on the different welfares.
Okay, so they were on welfare.
Yeah,
Okay.
no bit of denying that.
Okay.
But again, it's the way you say it, it's the way you twist it, the way you...
How did I twist it?
Not twist it, again,
How did
twist
I-
is the wrong
I'm
word.
just trying to understand where you're coming from.
Growing up in an extremely... Dude, go.
Ah, the insufferable hug. I see. You say I misrepresent, and then they do that. Like, come on.
I'm not saying they're all good people. It's like I said, wherever you go, it's going to be the idiots. There's always going to be the assholes wherever you go.
I totally.
What is this? LA-based photojournalist has been trying to credit. What is that? The photojournalist took a Clark Kent photo at downtown LA strike is bummed out you didn't credit him. Mind reaching out to him on IG. Eric Anders. Wait, what? I thought I credited everyone. Yeah, I'll fix it. What is it? Eric Anders. Which one was it? Which photo was it? I don't even remember. Did I credit the wrong photographer or something? Wait, I'm confused. This one? No, I did. I credited the photographer that took this photo. See? What are you talking about? This is confusing to me. I credited the photographer that took this photo. Am I missing something? Is there a different one? The sexy Clark Kent photo from your Twitch comeback? You probably did. Yes, that's not him. Oh no, not this one. Someone please find the Reddit Clark Kent one. It's not on your IG page? Wait, what? Then fucking where is it? Like, what do you mean? Wait. It's not on your IG page. What? How can I help? That's the real question. Like what can I do to help out? I followed your friend on Instagram. But it wasn't my post. It was a Reddit post that went viral. This photo? No, I don't think it's this photo. Are they talking about this photo? No, he said the Clark Kent one. I think I know what he's talking about. But it's not here. Like, I didn't post it on my Instagram. Yeah, it's this one. I think he's talking about this one, right? Here, I'll post it on my seems it's his 5th photo. I'll post it on my Instagram story. How about that? Is that good? My you know, I would hate to fucking post shit without properly crediting it. I don't know exactly where it is though. Hold on, I'm gonna try to find it now. I liked it, but it's been a minute. So anyway, let's get back to the video for the time being. Not a very W derail, but it's all good.
I get it.
You talk about the community. It feels like you're trying to create a narrative that you did not find. You found people that are on welfare that have a lot of kids, but your headline did wrote welfare addicted Jews.
What is your frustration? I'm curious. Welfare dependent, welfare reliant, welfare addicted. What's the difference? Tell me. They need it to survive, and without it, they die. What is the difference?
It's addictive to bait click. That's an addiction.
That's an addiction?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you addicted to being a victim or what?
No.
The Goyim were grateful someone was finally bringing up their town's issues.
I show you. They take all my money, these people.
You think they take the money?
Good, man.
Bienvenidos a Monsiland con mi amigo.
Dude, pinning other minority groups against one another, this has got it all. This has got it all, baby. This is expertise in right-wing slop. Right-wing racialized slopaganda. Looking at an edge case or systemic problems that exist in one community to say like all of the members of that marginalized background are engaging in it, creating plausible deniability. Making it seem like it's a Jew-specific problem, too. That's another one. It's got it all.
All right, see you, bro. How do you like living here as a non-Jew?
So-so. Well, I don't
What do
like
you mean by so-so?
Because the aesthetics.
Do they treat you as one of them? Like,
No,
are you guys
no.
on the same page?
No. They don't bother me because I don't deal with them.
Okay. Do you think there is large-scale welfare fraud out here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a lot. They get away with everything. They get the Section 8, they get everything, the free housing and, you know.
Do you think most people work out here in the Hasidic community?
No.
No? How do they afford their bills?
I wish I knew. I would do the same thing, too.
Bro, it's the same. Bro, it's the same method. It's the same fucking method. Get like the locals the shit on the group to say like this is a you know, everybody hates them, all this shit. It's literally a one-to-one copy of the Somali thing, if not a more pervasive problem.
And what are your thoughts on the driving out here? I gotta ask you that. It's the most important question.
I don't want to talk about it.
The driving is crazy.
Okay.
Because the stop sign over there, they don't even stop. They just pass. You know, that's why so much traffic and accidents, and it's crazy.
You saw the Curious Joel video. Why was that video good?
That video was good because I've been in East Ramapo for as long as I remember. I also went to Spring Valley High School. I've been in the school system, and we've definitely seen a lot of things, especially since our school board was majority private school owners, mainly Jewish white men, and most of our school was not Jewish. And they had control over our public school system over like the past 10 years, purposely voting no on our school budget vote so that way we would fail, and we lost about 3-2 schools.
Basically, through block voting, Orthodox Jews won enough seats to control the East Ramapo School Board and went on to eliminate hundreds.
I'm losing it. Bro. Class issue presented as a racialized problem. Once again, literally a pervasive problem with private schooling in every fucking part of the country. Every part of the country. This should be taught in schools as a way to dilute class-related issues to very effectively turn it into some reactionary bullshit. This is literally like this video is the clearest example of anti-Semitism is the socialism of fools narrative. Okay? It's incredible. It's incredible. It's like a perfect example of it. It's mind-boggling. This is also part of the reason why I fucking yell about anti-Semitism in general. Okay, the Hasids aren't acting this way because of class. No, chatter. With your own personal involvement with Hasidic communities and your anger coming out here, okay? That people probably don't know. Before people say he's being anti-Semitic, that chatter is Jewish. The organizational principle or the sense of community around Hasidic Jews is utterly immaterial because this problem persists in literally every fucking American neighborhood where there are Christian schools as well. My argument is this is a pervasive problem in the United States of America, everywhere else. Just because these guys have been able to organize around, a community, organize around like being Hasidic Jews in one neighborhood, doesn't change the fundamental problem here, which is allowing private schools to suck up state subsidies and destroy public schools in the fucking neighborhood. You think this is just a Lakewood problem? Fuck no. A version of this exists everywhere.
Hundreds of public school positions like teachers and social workers, while approving millions of taxpayer dollars to be spent on their children's religious private schools, ultimately gutting the public school system for the estimated 9,000 black and brown public school students, while diverting that money to their private religious schools.
They give us food that's rotten and it's cold and it hurts our stomach.
I ask you, do not take our music program away. I love playing an instrument. My brother would be
Crash. And the budget cuts were so devastating that in one instance, an elementary school shut down, and the majority Jewish school board then voted to sell it to a Jewish yeshiva for pennies on the dollar. Basically, the poorest, most vulnerable kids in these communities had their schools gutted and looted, all by a majority Jewish school board whose kids didn't even attend public school.
We believe that some of the decisions that have been made by the board have not been in the best interest of the public school community.
You don't like it, find yourself another place to live.
How was your education?
My education, it was decent, but it definitely could have been better if we had the resources that we were.
Bro, you think this guy gives a fuck about education, public education, let alone education for black and brown children? I'm sorry. You are the biggest sucker on the planet. No, he's just pitting one fucking marginalized community against Jews. That's it. That's it. That's what he's doing. Don't be a fucking idiot.
For the past 10, 15 years or so, people have been purposely voting no on our school budget vote, so that way we had no funding and money for our school. And, you know, that was done purposely.
And who was voting no?
Majority, the Jewish community. You, drive around here, you'll literally see signs saying vote no for a school budget, which I think is crazy. Luckily, we were able to get a ward system to be able to get 3 seats for, you know, the wards, but if it wasn't for that, we still would be majority white Jewish men voting for public school students that they don't care about. Yeah, and they purposely go out their way to isolate us. We're basically isolated to the point where we feel like this isn't our home.
A lot of people like to say they're ducking taxes and all that. There's truths and lies to that, but I could only tell you that I've only seen the bad part. The bad part is I've seen houses get broken down. I've seen certain spaces, buildings get destroyed for let's just say for more kosher customs, you feel me? So
I want to thank you for showing our community. I don't believe in hiding. I believe we have a tremendous amount to be proud of, and like every community, we're different. We have our goods. Other communities have their positives.
Tell me about what are some of the best things about this community then.
Tonight at sundown, we shut our phones, we shut our cars, we go to shul. The most beautiful part of our religion, do you understand that Orthodox Jews can be anywhere? The sun is coming down and it's the last opportunity to pray what's called mincha, which is afternoon services. They could be in the most important meetings and they'll go pray. And they could care less about anything happening. The same things with Shabbos. We come home, our families are waiting. We sing Shalom Aleichem. We welcome in the Shabbos, and you'll say back Aleichem Shalom, right?
Could they feed 10 kids
Yes.
without those programs?
I am one of 10 children.
You're
My
driving
father-
a G-Wagon.
Like people, bro. People literally, people who say like, oh, well, they're not organizing around the boundaries of class here. You think the Hasidic Jews are doing this because they're, because they're aware of their class position. Yeah, just like the fucking Israeli-Palestinian conflict is not a religious conflict, but a conflict surrounding the dispossession of the indigenous population at the behest of a fascist ideology that still ultimately engages in war for material extraction. This is no different in that regard as well. Don't be fucking suckered in to the argument that they're presenting to you. It's ridiculous. This very same issue persists all across the country, in Christian enclaves, in Jewish enclaves. It might even in some way, shape, or form exist in Muslim enclaves. Like, it's a problem with the way public school funds are allocated back to private institutions. These guys are just utilizing what was initially set up probably for Christians to their own advantage in the United States of America. But the results are still the fucking same. Charter schools and private schools that suck up the funds away from public schools.
Bro.
My father was never on any welfare. I used to reuse sandwich bags to save my father a penny.
That's great for you.
You're not welcome here, and you're not welcome in a lot of other places based on your video.
What about me, though?
I love you, man. You are funny.
You don't own this place. You don't own America. I can do whatever I want.
Whatever you want.
Get in your G-Wagon, get to work.
You're not trying to bring people together. together. You never did, you never will. It's who you are. Somebody hurt you deeply, and I'm sorry.
He was right. Someone did hurt me. Whoever told my sponsors to pull out after making one video exploring a community of welfare-addicted Jews. If you want to help me avoid ending up on welfare too, and get access to all of these videos early, and watch never-before-seen content I can't upload on YouTube, go subscribe to my Patreon at patreon.com/TylerOliveira.
Bro, he's a fucking freak.
I headed to Lakewood, New Jersey, one of the fastest-growing Orthodox.
And he got banned on Patreon too. This fucker ushers in hate on black community while attempting to cover up phony care for us with the other hand. Yes. Bro. This is how reactionary propaganda works. This is how it works. This is how it's always worked. Just like the whole like anti-affirmative action initiatives obviously fail for the longest time with white students consistently claiming that they were being victimized. So they went back and they got a bunch of Asian students. Anyway, let's continue.
Jewish communities in America where a similar Jewish takeover has taken place, leading to the gutting of the public school system, all while turning a predominantly working-class Irish and Italian town into Little Jerusalem.
I'm trying to merge a gap to see if there's any way that we could actually be one community. Because as you can tell, it's two separate communities. Look around. You will not see a non-Jewish resident here.
We got the Yiddish bus.
This is really all Jewish stores.
Sure.
Now, that pizza place, it's going to be kosher pizza, probably.
A lot of these signs are written in Yiddish, and everything's insulated. Basically, you come here to this plaza, get everything you need.
Like, what? Who gives a fuck? They do this to Muslims too, like halal. Who fucking cares? Oh no, dude. Kosher pizza. Where my country gone? They're taking over, brother. Like, that part is dumb as fuck.
Quite convenient, quite nice.
100%. Now, everyone can shop here. Of course, we could go in and they'll be friendly, but everything's geared towards one community. But
and is it always this way? This part here, is this newly developed in the last?
Oh yeah, so this used to be a concrete yard.
Got it.
So we're almost where we're standing used to have rows of concrete trucks.
Sure. It's bustling. Busy.
Now, this place was packed with Jews buying groceries for Shabbos, but keep in mind, Goyim are fully allowed to come in here and shop whenever they please.
They're very friendly. I don't think anybody's going to be nasty to us. Is a lot of the fear bullshit warranted? Definitely not. Definitely not.
What?
But I do think they don't feel comfortable enough to do it.
But it's important to understand the bigger picture here. As kosher stores move in, more Jews move.
Dog, it's literally like going to an Italian deli and being like, oh! These guys hate you for not being Italian, except don't be fooled, they're very nice. But make sure you understand, it's their wily ways, the wily, cunning ways of the Italian that tells you, that welcomes you into the deli, says, Mamma Mia. But deep down inside, there's a hidden truth. They hate you. They want you to be cattle. It's just a fucking grocery store, man.
Here too, creating a positive feedback loop where a town rapidly becomes a Jewish hub, ultimately changing the character and identity of a town, and in Lakewood's case, overwhelming the infrastructure. Before we explore the many implications of life for Goyim as towns like Lakewood become increasingly Jewish, I want you to understand how quickly the word anti-Semitism gets weaponized in real time out here.
Tyler, it seems like you discovered that anti-Semitism is lucrative, no?
Why do you think anything that you don't like to see is anti-Semitism? What have I said that's anti-Semitic? Go.
When you talk about people accepting government money,
and the overlay is a bunch of pictures of fraud. You're trying to twist it to make it look like we're doing fraud.
There were welfare programs that were defrauded by Jews. What did I say that was a lie?
There are
Go.
welfare programs that are defrauded by
Yes,
everybody.
and I made a Minneapolis video as well. I made several videos. Why are you being so sensitive?
What you're trying to make it sound is like anyone who accepts government money in the Jewish community is doing fraud.
That's your interpretation.
What you're doing is dangerous.
How is this dangerous? Why should you be treated like a protected group? You're asking for special privileges.
No, we're not. We're asking just to be fair, and you're not being fair.
I am being fair.
This is going to make you a lot of money, and it's going to gin up a lot of hatred towards a community that's seeing a rise in anti-Semitism that hasn't been seen in years. Every single day, our lives are at risk, and this is going to lead to more.
My sponsor literally got pulled out of the video once they learned the topic of that video. I lost the sponsorship. How is that lucrative? Tell me. So you say anti-Semitism, I say anti-Goyism. Listen, man, you got a kid in the car, I just noticed. Drive your kid home, get your groceries. You're getting honked at. Let's go. It was good to meet you, though.
So you're arguing with the United States because the president obviously thought that we should pay for their money, so why don't you move to a different country?
Why don't you move back to Israel then if there's so much anti-Semitism, right? Like that guy said. Why doesn't he go to Israel?
We are giving back.
Listen, in theory, welfare is a good idea. It's sweet, right? At what point is it too far? Because this is a program designed to help single moms after they get divorced and keep the kid from starving.
I also disagree with you that someone doesn't have a right to have a child.
I think you should have a child if you can afford it, right?
Interrupt real quick?
Sure. Let's hear it.
Okay. You two gentlemen, I saw a video of you walking into 136 Hillside. They asked not
Fair
to
enough.
come back.
Amazing.
If you come back,
I'm
it'll be a
trespassed or what?
trespassing charge. You're
Fair
trespassing.
enough.
If you don't like the laws of America and you think that the government of welfare is stupid or whatever,
I would like to change the laws. Just like
Okay.
you would like to create anti-Semitism protection laws that give you guys protected classes and protection against anti-Semitism, whatever that means, right?
So
Why don't you go back to Israel? That would be my question.
Because I like it here.
Same here. I like it here, but I like to make some changes. We can both agree on that, right?
So please keep on moving.
God bless you. There we go. He loves us.
I know. Make a
Yeah,
change.
you guys have group chats of me. You guys say, beware of this guy like I'm like Hitler or something. I'm like, come on, dude. I'm a nice guy. I talk to everyone.
Elon Musk has 12 kids. Why can't I have 12 kids?
He pays for them.
Your story point over here is that people can't have children if they can't afford them. You, as a society, are born from people who started with two people. Two, okay? Adam and Eve. That's it.
New Jersey ain't gonna live this down. Listen, I don't know this state. I have no affiliation with this state. I don't know what the fuck this state is. I've never even seen a jersey. What, like the things that people wear? Is that what you're talking about? Bro went to Rutgers, Rugrats, that TV show? Fuck you mean? With the babies?
You want to go with the Big Bang, but it started at some point. There was two people, and now there's billions, and there was trillions throughout the world. So you're saying if you can't have
What
kids...
does that have to do with anything? All of those
It has
people didn't have welfare. Adam and Eve had Cain and Abel. Did they
welfare
have a
is
government
we live
that
in a
paid
government,
for
we
their
live in a
kids?
government that decides
What is
that
this
if you have
fucking
children,
combo, man?
we're going to help you. Now everyone does their part.
You should not have more kids than you can afford. You're arguing that I should pay for your kids.
Okay.
That's what you're arguing.
I'm not arguing that I was for the kids.
You are.
I'm arguing that the government said.
No, that's our money. I pay taxes. I shouldn't be funding your
And you
kids.
elected Donald
Should
Trump.
not be funding your kids. You don't pay for my kids. Okay, fuck, I could do this all day. Why don't you go?
No, you should go because
You
people
should
are, you're stopping traffic.
should move.
Guys, let's go. Move on.
He's stopping traffic, not me.
Yeah, right. No, you should move on. Nobody wants you here. Please move out.
He was saying, Tyler, he loves me.
So
man.
we're not
That's
allowed
right.
here?
Come. You want to come to the corner?
Where? Over there? Let's go move. Let's go.
You know, I know what she did in the video, and we all saw it, and we still see it. But it's like
What did I get wrong?
nobody can cross the government. The government knows everything. The United States federal government knows everything.
Not if you're fraudulently filed.
No, it's not true. That if you feel that you live in a country that is corrupt,
I do.
Why are you still living here?
Well,
This is why no matter how isolated or insular an ethnic enclave you can have, you still 100% become a fucking Jerseyan. Okay? Look at this motherfucker. He's basically Italian. You take the yarmulke off and you're like, oh, that's an Italian guy. That's an Italian guy, and I'm seeing like a hint of an accent. I can't really recall what it is. I mean, he's even wearing the fucking kippah to the side, bro. He's like, yeah, like a Yankee with no brim, right? But Jewish style. Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, come over here. Come over here. Let me talk to yous. Let me talk to yous. Hey, what you doing with these fucking Jews I don't like? All right, come on.
Not everyone has options, right?
I can give you a list
Brimless is too crazy? Yeah, bro. Sideways, too.
of 15, 20 countries off the bat that you can live in.
Yeah, regardless, let's say America is corrupt, I still want to live here.
You understand?
Oh, but hold on. Just because there is corruption here, which there is.
There is no.
What are you talking about? Let's not be silly here.
If there would be corruption, the FBI would love to come here first than any other location in the world.
Come on, that's not true.
Okay. I don't know if that's the best argument. I'm sorry. That's funny. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, the American government and the FBI they have maximum anti-Semitism. They would love to fucking come in here. It's just fucking chuds on all sides. No, literally, it's perfect. It's chud on chud violence. Oh.
Well, I read the numbers in Minnesota.
Had, 22 people indicted for Medicaid fraud.
Numbers in Minnesota. And listen, you can attack them as much as you want. What they did, that's big numbers, man.
Both of your schools had money laundering. You had people. Yes, both.
There's 45 schools here.
So BMG had people that were.
Bro, look at them. Like they're brothers. Okay. All men are brothers, bro. This guy and the other guy. I mean, he's wearing the brimless. He's wearing the one with the brim. You know what I mean? You got different Los Pollos variants out in the wild, arguing with one another, sounding exactly like Los Pollos.
Were charged with money laundering, and so did the school for special abilities.
As of when?
2019, 2018, 2017. Look it up. It's all over Google.
I don't look it up. You got to show it to me.
Come on.
Don't look it up. You got to show it to me. It's fucking awesome.
85% of people in this vicinity between these 4 or 5 zip codes work very hard.
Yeah.
So if you want to go and dig in a place like here, Lakewood, where the same capital you're going to find in this small percentage.
You're making me want to dig now. You're making me want to look.
You're already digging, man. You're digging already for
I'm at Whole Foods. What are you talking about? 4 months?
What do you mean? Go break your head. You can keep on breaking your head.
I will break my head.
No problem. Eventually, when you break your head too much, you end up digging water. When you dig water, there's nothing under it.
You were in Jackson, which is really like a continuation of Lakewood. By the way, I don't know if you know how I toppled the government there. They had all these anti-Semitic laws. It was crazy. I had 2 conversations with the White House, and eventually DOJ got involved. But anyway, so I don't know, are you already doing your Lakewood thing?
I'm here with Dr. Richard Roberts. You sold a pharmaceutical company for $800 million. You were the vice chairman of the Israel Advisory Committee for Donald Trump in 2016.
Yes.
And you reached out to me. Why did you reach out to me via email?
Because you posted that, first of all, you did your video, Curious Yoel in New York, and got a lot of Orthodox Jews very, very upset.
But why did you reach out to me?
But towards the end of the video, you saw the altruism in the community, and you seem to respect that. And since I could see that you seem to me to have a sincere desire to actually get the real facts, because if you were just bigoted against us, you wouldn't be struck or commenting on the altruism in our community.
But you casually toppled the Jackson government. A, what does that mean? B, how did you get a relationship with the White House?
I never spoke to DOJ. I did speak to people in the White House twice to tell them what was going on, because...
Who in the White House?
I think I don't want to say.
You think this guy got the access because he's Jewish? He might have used friends that he knows, but if you're a random Orthodox Jew, okay, and you live in Section 8 housing, you think you're getting access to the fucking White House? Or do you think the fact that he's a billionaire has something to do with it? Sorry. 800 millionaire. I apologize. This is the filter This is, by the way, Tyler Oliveira is like far more sophisticated than Nick Shirley, which isn't saying much, but he is far more sophisticated than Nick Shirley in the way that he does the propaganda. But like, it's still a filter. Ask yourself that question. You think like a random broke boy Orthodox Jew gets to have their needs met, or do you think this still has do you think that this still has a lot to do with your class position?
First off, though, so you mentioned Jackson's a continuation of Lakewood. You toppled the governments. You went to the White House willy-nilly. Called? Okay. You're connected to the White House.
By the way, I rarely leave my house.
Which just goes to show the scale of your connections, in my opinion. I hear this voicemail, I'm like, shiver me timbers. Who am I dealing with a little bit here, right? Like, this guy's...
Little old
my,
me.
All right, so he's calling. He's calling. And you might be wondering, why are mega wealthy Jewish power brokers connected to Donald Trump trying to set the record straight with a lowly goy tuber like myself? This all begs the question. Why are they so afraid of me?
I think they just don't want you to portray Lakewood in a bad way. That's really all it is.
Is there any bad to see?
There's bad to see everywhere. It's good to see everywhere.
Exactly. Good, bad, and the ugly everywhere, right?
100%. I used to live here in Lakewood when I was in 9th and 10th grade. I love Lakewood. There's so much Jewish life here. It's so easy to be Jewish, and everything's cheaper. It's amazing here.
Why did Lakewood become such a large Jewish hub?
So I think it started with BMG, Base Marriage Gavoa, and then you had a lot, you know BMG.
Yeah, tell me more about BMG though, right? I hear it's like the Harvard of yeshivas.
Yes, it's top notch. You just sit and learn all day. You already finished your high school phase. Most people went to Israel already, came back, and they just sit and learn all the time. It's amazing. I used to do it when I was a teenager. Lakewood's an amazing place and everything, and I think I've seen your videos all over. I just think that people get nervous and stuff like that, but you're just coming here filming the truth, and you're working just like we are. That's it. We're all in the same boat.
What should we know about Lakewood?
It's a great place. You're always welcome here.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we've got, it's welcoming for the most part. A few guys are fired up. We try to give them the chance to speak, have a conversation. Do a little psst. What whisper did we miss?
Nothing. I gotta go now, but
yeah. I love it. To a T. A guy gets a whisper, then he goes quiet. Would you like to say anything? How you doing?
You don't like it, huh?
With this guy whispering in his brethren's ears. He comes up when they're talkative and sweet, and he goes,
take her out, take her out.
Psst, psst, and then they stop talking. It is miraculous. Tyler, good to meet you. What's your name?
If I say something good, you're gonna put it on?
Let's go. So we just met up with the guy. He was like pissed off that we like come around here and explore. This guy's killing me, dude. The psst, psst. This is, he's treating you like a...
Just a reminder, this town is a 70% Trump voting town. Oh yeah, no. Like high density hogs, okay? Very high density of hogs here. That's why it's so funny. That's part of the reason why people are so fucking mad on the conservative side, because these are Trump voters. Like this is part of the base. Like he's going after the bread and butter. He's going after the MAGA base.
Child. The whole world's gonna laugh so nice. I know.
This is pathetic. He's treating you like a child. Who is this guy?
Why are you guys being told what to say?
Let the man speak. Okay, does that not look like suspicious activity?
Why is there so much secrecy if you have nothing to hide?
Why would he do that? He's the head whisperer. All right, tell me what you're going to say.
How much money everyone makes in this town? Crazy amount.
What?
The police is also going to follow us, just FYI.
They're going to follow us.
There's a police special response unit, and the cops had their internal monologue that they're going to just trail us around.
Amazing. So given that the cops are being called so often, they're just going to follow us around all day. Land of the free, home of the brave. And then I stumbled upon a kosher collision. Another example of Lakewood's infamously terrible driving. We were just showing how densely trafficked it is out here, how much traffic there is. We wanted to show some of the driving differences out here.
I don't think you're saying a fair statement. This has nothing to do with dense driving.
Oh, what does it have to do with bad driving skills? Or
wait. Did he roll up to the guy who was in a car crash while he's still in the car? Ain't no fucking way, bro. Mamdani rescues Columbia University protester. Wow. Bro, I had no idea. Wow, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Wait, let's look at the HasanAbi TikTok. Let's just look at the TikTok. Oh my God. Zoran Mamdani just got off the phone with President Trump. In our meeting earlier, I shared my concerns about Colombia student Elena Agayeva, who was detained by ICE this morning. He's just informed me that she will be released immediately. That's fucking incredible, dude. That is incredible. Fantastic shit. He made the boss call. Trump fucking loves him, dude. Holy shit. I had a productive meeting with President Trump this afternoon. I'm looking forward to building more housing in New York City. He's so... Dude, Zoran Mamdani is exactly the person that Trump would love to win favor with. Donald Trump's greatest anger and resentment towards elite liberals stems from the fact that New York elite society never recognized the Trump family as a part of the elite. They always considered him to be crude, of poor taste, nouveau riche. That's where a lot of his anger comes from. Zoran Mamdani, on the other hand, did something that Barack Obama never did, which is just kind of talk to him normally. Zoran is a person who was welcomed by the cultural elite very quickly. I mean, it makes sense. He's a well-dressed guy. He's well-spoken. His father is a fucking academic. His mother is a very famous movie director. He's very clearly a part of this group that Donald Trump desperately wants to win favors with. Part of the reason why Donald Trump is fascinated with Zoran, seemingly, is because he has a way of communicating with him in this charming manner that isn't like outwardly repulsed, that I think Donald Trump just responds this way to whatever he's doing and offers him whatever he wants. Oh my God. Your cat reaction, you didn't say a word, is blowing up too.
So how do you propose the nation enforce federal immigration law?
We need to, first off, abolish and prosecute.
It's crazy you have the same outfit on as that video. Bro, I know I'm fucking wild like that.
Totally because of this.
Anyway, let's get back to this guy who got into a car crash Jewishly. I mean, that he literally is a kosher car crash. That's what he said. Like, I just never thought I would see it in my lifetime. This kind of like otherizing of Jews as like a non-white part, as like an out group, was definitely something a lot of people shied away from doing. They did not do, like, he's treating Jewish people like they are black or brown or Muslim. Like, you do this kind of shit to Muslims, everybody loves it. They're like, oh my God, more of this, please. It's crazy. Recession indicator, bro. Straight up. Jews are now at the precipice of no longer being seen as white. Pretty wild. Because like, oh, they're driving Jewishly. You know, that's literally when you become a marginalized identity, when you become like not a part of the in-group, that's what they do. They're like, oh, well, everything you do is wrong. Everything you do, or anyone from your group engages in anything, any crime or you know, any altercation, now that is the responsibility of the entire group, right?
Fair.
That was a miscommunication.
That's fair.
I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
That's not what happened. There were actually no one on the road when this happened.
Totally fair, okay. You need help getting pushed? All right.
Like, he's literally in the car crash. He rolled up to a car crash with the camera and was like, what's up? You driving kosher style? That's crazy.
Why are you making up a story? Because you need a documentary. There was not one car in sight by accident.
Oh, you just hit the wall.
That's it.
You didn't hit anyone?
No.
Do you need help getting pushed? Okay, we're gonna get out of here. Oh, you're good. Different than anyone else.
You need a job.
I agree.
You need a job?
No, I mean, I'm employed. I employ a lot of people, actually.
Yeah, you make money for doing nothing.
For doing nothing? Do you think moving capital and charging interest is something more valuable than I do, or what?
What?
Moving capital and charging interest? Really, Tyler? Oh, really? I didn't realize you were such a socialist, Tyler. Like, this is what I mean. The first half of the video was like, look at these poor black and brown students that are having their public school fundings eroded, destroyed. Oh, I didn't realize you were a brave education advocate for marginalized communities from the 800 different videos you've done of like this black town is doing black style crimes, the urbanest of urban crimes in this urban town where urban style individuals are doing all the drugs you've ever seen. And they're doing the drugs because they hate going to school. Okay. Only to then turn around and be like, well, you know, these poor marginalized communities, these black and brown communities are having their resources stripped away by these Jews, kosher style. Like, classic pitting of different marginalized identities. He just straight up went up to this dude and was like, oh, you think moving money around is actually, you think engaging in usury and moving money around is real work? Bitch, are you a fucking socialist? Are you an anti-capitalist? No. Why the fuck are you bringing this up? Yeah, moving money around Jewish style? It's crazy.
I think you should write about
Tell me.
the hundreds of thousands of people that do favors to people every day.
Tell me more.
Open up a book. You never saw so many charity organizations as you have here in Lake.
I know there's so many 501c3s. It makes me wonder, are they all charitable? Are they fiending for tax exemptions? 100%. You know, would you say?
Oh, you activated his trap card, bro. You shouldn't have said charitable contributions. Oh no. Now he's gonna do the fucking cars for kids shit.
A great place to move to for a young family. If I have a kid or a wife, a young wife. Okay. Not just the Jews.
My best friends are going.
Okay, respect. What do we have here? We have a. Hey, it's good to meet you.
You see that?
I saw it. What is the name of that organization once again? Hatzolah. Okay, good to meet you, man. See you later. And we have Hatzolah up here to help the community. Yeah, this guy doesn't even know what the First Amendment is.
We're busy with the knives.
Don't be a joker, bro. Come on. Yeah. Yes. Come over here. Come over here. I need to get you like a second number. Son. What's your Instagram? You have Facebook?
No, I don't have.
Look at these hundreds. My phone number's been leaked.
You're a little child. Give me a number. I promise you.
Why are you insulting?
I'm not insulting.
You just insulted.
Come on, I'm a little child.
So give me a number. I promise you I'll make it worth it for you.
All right, look, give me your email. Give me your email. Give me your emaal.
732. Give you my number.
All right, hold on. And what was your first name?
Moshe.
We're gonna do some big stuff.
You're afraid, I think.
I don't even know what's going on. Oh man, these guys are next level. I feel like I got dropped off on an alien planet.
And you might be wondering, what is Hatzolah and how are they able to blast through red lights like that?
That's crazy. I didn't realize that. I know that there's like Hatzolah does like ambulance and stuff, like Orthodox emergency services. I didn't realize they have. Was that like a fucking cop card? That's a little crazy.
It's like a community watch, but they think they are cops. If you notice, they had their lights on and they just ran a red light, just like a police officer would do. No uniform. They had the Jewish.
No, they don't have cops. They have private ambulance services, which is normal. I don't know how it is in other states, but in the state of New Jersey, I mean, in most American states actually, the EMT services are private. The Hatzolah is like the Orthodox community's own like private EMTs.
Uniform on, white pants and the curls.
In a police car is what it looked like, but he's not a police officer, and he's blasting through the lights.
Thought you'd never been? Yeah, I read that in the newspaper. I've never been in New Jersey. I don't know what New Jersey is. Thank you for keeping me accountable. I wouldn't want to make the mistake of coming across like I've been to New Jersey at all.
It's like he is a cop. There's a Hatzolah billboard right there, Mike. And what is that for?
I mean, you're asking me questions.
Why is he making it seem like this is like a unique thing? Yeah, bro, it's a private fucking ambulance service. Like, it's a private EMT service that Jewish communities have. I mean,
I don't know if I have the answers to why, because once again, because there's competing Hatzolah. You have competing groups of these.
Of a non-profit.
Wait, what is this? When words aren't enough. Rebmeyer.org. 1,000 words.
Volunteer
Wait, what is
emergency service?
Yes. It
What is
sounds
that?
like a business, right?
But literally every
No way, dude. Private healthcare has yielded private healthcare services? That's crazy. Again, if you're not a fucking socialist, or if you haven't ever advocated for making these services public, I don't want to fucking hear from you. And even in a private structure, there's totally appropriate religious exemptions that you can make, like for Muslims or for Jews in general, if they have like different religious practices. Yeah, Hatzola is free and they don't care if you're Jewish. Mind reading my last message? I grew up in this community. Yeah, it's just like, this is just basically a Jew baiting, okay? It's literally just like, well, they're doing private ambulance services, but Jewish style. Isn't that fucking strange? Like, that stuff is like, this is what I mean when I say, like, they went to a fucking grocery store and they're like, well, this is a grocery store for Jews. Like, it's fine if you're you know, not Jewish. If you're Gentile, you can still purchase goods here, but you know, don't let their politeness fool you. They want to make you cattle. Like, come on, man. Do you understand what I mean, by the way? As far as like, there is like, as far as like taking away funds from public schools and then reappropriating those funds to like private schools, private Jewish schools specifically, like, that's a commonplace practice that happens in this country. We need to tackle it, okay? But it's not something that we need to tackle on the you know, ethnic boundaries of Judaism. It's something that we need to tackle at the systemic level across the fucking board. There's plenty of Christian schools that do it. There's plenty of Mormon groups that do this shit as well. It's all done ultimately at the behest of capital and in a way to undermine teachers' unions. That are some of the strongest unions that we have remaining in this country. Catholics do it too. They all do it. Everybody does it. Muslims, I'm sure, do it in a certain... Muslims do it too, probably. I mean, I know they do it. Like, for example, here, I'll give you an example of Muslims that do it. Fethullah Gulen has a network of schools. He's a CIA asset, right? And there are a bunch of Turkish schools I mean, all around the country and all around the world, really. But the ones that are in this country are charter schools. And they do the exact same shit. Okay? They do the exact same shit. They get public funding, though. I know they all do, chatter. What the fuck? Did you forget the 7 million different times I've covered this issue about how the American school system is completely fucking destroyed? Because since the 90s, the Democrats basically designed this process where they were also anti-union and decided to go after charter schools and like really pump charter schools that are unaccountable. And it's a way to reorient funds away from... What's up? Oh, we were supposed to do it at 3. Oh,